Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how the media sees disability and more specifically, people with spina bifida. So you guys, from time to time, I like to do research on my own disability just to stay up to date with what's going on and to also meet new people. I have met so many new people on YouTube with spina bifida, so shout out to y'all. So I've read so many articles and seen so many videos, but a couple of articles and a video has caught my attention because there were some things that I did not like about the articles and the video. With this one video I watched, which was a news segment about this little girl who does disability racing. She has spina bifida, and in the video, the little girl says, "I have spina bifida," and the newscaster came in and said, which means her legs do not work, which that is not the definition of spina bifida, and I felt like that was not right to say, because even though she has spina bifida, she may, be able to use her legs in some form or way, and that's just not the proper way to define spina bifida. This is on the news, so many people who watch the news may not even know about spina bifida, so why define it in that way? Even if you want to, simplify spina bifida, that's just not the way it should have been done. And, I would have liked to hear the little girl's version of, how she defines spina bifida. But, he went ahead and said what he said. And I feel like it was a great, segment about her. But I just felt like that little thing about the interview was not right. But she's an amazing little girl. She's racing and, doing a lot of racing, and she's winning. And I feel like that's an amazing thing. And also, with these other articles, I find that news journalists are using words to describe us, but it's coming off very, offensive and disrespectful. I don't know if this is being done intentionally or they're just not doing their research, which is clear that they're not really doing their research, because they would not be describing us in this way. And in one article, which came out a couple weeks ago, about this little boy who got the chance to perform with the singer Carrie Underwood, who released a song called The Champion, and he got the opportunity to perform Little Chris's verse on the song on stage with her. And the news journalist decided to say that he was battling spina bifida. And he also chose, he or she, whoever wrote the article, chose to say that the little boy was wheelchair bound. Just because you're in a wheelchair does not mean you have to be in the wheelchair all the time. When you hear the word wheelchair bound, some people think that way. So I don't think that was an appropriate, word to use. And also to say that he's battling spina bifida, which was definitely not a good word to use to describe, his situation, because they didn't talk to the little boy. They didn't speak with the little boy's family. So how can you describe his journey with spina bifida when you haven't even talked to him? And I would definitely feel disrespected if an article was out about my child with spina bifida saying that he's battling spina bifida when it's the total opposite. And for everybody with spina bifida, their journey with spina bifida is different, because no two cases are the same. Everybody born with spina bifida is different. There are different types. And even though there are different types, there are different varieties, because, you never know what you're going to get that comes along with spina bifida. So I don't feel like that was the appropriate word to use. I feel like it was disrespectful to him, but it was also disrespectful to everyone in the disability community, because with me, I don't suffer with spina bifida. It's not something I suffer with. I don't use that term to describe it. You know, this is something I just live with. You know, I live in a different way. You know, and you know, you never know somebody's outlook on their disability. You know, everybody has a different outlook on it. So I don't feel like you should just make up your own. And then in another article, you know, I read, which talked about the little boy named Roman, which, you know, he went viral when his parents posted a video of him, you know, walking and talking to his dog saying, "Look, Maggie, I'm walking." And they chose to say in this article that he is fighting hydrocephalus and spina bifida. But you can't fight something that, you know, doctors already have a treatment for. You know, it's not like we're talking about cancer here. We're not talking about a disease. We're not talking about, you know, something like that. It's not even on the same level, you know. You know, even though I have the worst type of spina bifida, there are people with the least, you know, severe type of spina bifida that has gone through way more things than I have in my journey with spina bifida. So everybody's journey is different, and you can't, you know, use certain words if you have not talked to that person and see how they think about their disability. You know, even though he's very young, I feel like he does have a positive outlook on his disability, and I hope he does keep that, you know, outlook. And I think he's doing amazing. But to have an article out like that is just wrong. You know, it's not appropriate. It's wrong, and it's sad. You know, and then there's this other article where they took, you know, another little girl's picture, and they say that she's not letting, you know, spina bifida stop her from living her life. I've said this, I don't know how many times on my channel. Spina bifida does not stop you from living your life. You know, it's not something that is stopping us from living our lives. It is, you know, something you just have to adjust to living with, you know. So for them to take these kids' pictures and use them in these articles to talk about them in negative ways instead of saying positive things, is just backwards, you know, because we're living our best lives, you know. And in today's world with social media, there are so many people on social media with different types of disabilities. And, you know, there are so many people with spina bifida on social medias. There's more resources for these news journalists and newscasters to reach out to us and get the real, you know, understanding of our lives with spina bifida. So I don't understand, you know, why they still are doing this. You know, why describe us in these ways when it's the total opposite? And then those like me who have platforms like this have to continue to, you know, go backwards and correct what's being said about, you know, me, even though it's not directly to me. You know, it is involving me still, because I too share spina bifida with this little boy, with this little girl. You know, I share the same disability, so I, you know, take on some of the, you know, disrespect and offense. So I just have to speak on that, because it's something that needs to be stopped, you know. And with me having a platform like this, it is important for me to talk about things like this, you know, when people, you know, some people chooses to shy away from, you know, talking about certain things when they have a big platform like this, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on this situation because, you know, it's something that I keep noticing, but I hope that it, you know, does not continue to happen, because it's just not right. And, you know, I want the truth about how we live, you know, with our disabilities and others with other disabilities to really be out there, you know, and people are not getting false information and then, you know, they know somebody and, you know, misjudge them. So that's all I want to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with post notifications so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias. Check the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video.